My name is Patrick Kimathi, and I act as the Managing Director of Mutual Life. But in the industry, I'm privileged to be chairing the Life Council. Life means there is something that is breathing and something that is alive. So all those risks that come around the life of a person, when you craft insurance around the same, is what you call life insurance. And so we can say basically it's a contract that you have an insurance company who is accepting to take those risks. And then there's a person who says, yes, take over the risk, but I also maybe compensate you as an insurance company by paying a small amount of money we call premium, which you can decide to pay on monthly basis, you can pay on half-yearly basis, quarterly basis, or even annually. In the insurance market, we have 8 insurance companies. We have Old Mutual, we have Prudential, we have ICA Life, we have Jubilee, we have NIC, we have CIC, we have Liberty, and Sanlam. Life insurance over the last few years has been the fastest growing line of business, which basically means that the population is coming to appreciate why life insurance is very key in their lives. Looking at maybe the statistics have been released, maybe in the market you may find on average you are growing by around 20%. And in this life, again, we have some purposes that we want to accomplish. We have some people also who trust or basically depend on us even for a living. But if something happens, maybe you got a disability or unfortunate event of death, then you find that family become exposed, especially if you are the breadwinner. And one of the things that become very key for life insurance is now securing their future. And the insurance company will say, you've been paying us maybe 100 or 200,000 every month, but we made a big promise, maybe we'll pay you 50 million in case of anything. And then that, therefore, 50 million is able now to help the family. The second thing is that life insurance is very key in helping to achieve financial goals. Most of us, and we usually have set things we want to do. Maybe in the next 5 years, you want to buy a piece of land. And as you plan for them and as you live and earn money, it is always advisable for you to put some money aside for life insurance, because what it does is to help you that come that time when you need that money, it's available. Thirdly, I would say it is very important for even retirement planning. Even if you are relaxing from work, your expenses don't relax. You need money. So that means at that point you need some money that can be now becoming maybe from a life policy, especially maybe something we call a personal retirement plan. When you look at the life insurance market and a subset maybe of the entire now insurance sector, there's a very key role that is playing. But specifically if I pick up on life insurance, one of the things you realize that we have so many customers who we put in our portfolio who are paying small amounts of money, call them premium. So we end up keeping a big book of collections that we have in our funds. And this money, we invest it in the locally. We don't take this money out of the country. We're investing in the government bonds, treasuries, treasury bills, and therefore, or even maybe bank deposits. So you find we provide a source of capital to the government. The second element of when you come to the economy is job creation. And this I look at it in 2 ways. One, we have, let's say, for example, the 8 companies that we have. Assuming each of us is employing around 60 staff or so, that you can see is more than 500 staff or more that are employed as full-time employees. We have what we call tied agents. That's people we recruit, we train, and tell them you can do business with us. We will pay you on commission basis. And I am aware currently we could be having more than 5,000 agents in the market. Thirdly, we're looking at giving a risk management facility. If you go to a bank currently and you want to take a loan as an individual, one of the things the bank is asking you, where is your security, where is this? And therefore they think that you're a big risk taking a loan there. But one of the things that the bank is gets peace is that they can give you a loan but insure your life with an insurance company, knowing that maybe something happening, you'll get disabled or you get sick and you can't pay the loan, that the insurance company will come in and foot off the loan on their behalf. We have various types or classes of life insurance. I will put maybe as a class, but we'll make it simple for us to understand. For example, what we call term assurance. Basically, a policy saying, I will cover you for a certain period and they'll pay benefits especially in case death occurs within that period. We have other categories which are very key and very popular in the market. For example, we can say savings-based or savings-linked insurance. There is an insurance where we package two things. Packaging that you're protecting you in case something happens, but it's also you're saving money, which you can give at the end of the period in terms of maturity. They come with different methods. They could be maybe an education plan. An education plan is a type of a savings plan, because you're saving for your education, but for your child education, but you're insured. What we mean insurance, it means that as a parent, I've taken this policy on my life, that in case anything happens on my life and I'm not there, my kids will go to school. Lastly, I can maybe talk about retirement plans. Retirement plans are basically products which either you're saving for retirement or you have retired and you have a lump sum amount of money and then you want to be paid during the rest of the life. One of the things is that you must understand life insurance is a contract. Just like when for example, you buy land from a seller, especially now these people who allow you to pay in installments, and you lost a job after 2 months, for him he still expects money to come through. Yeah? So it's because it's a contractual obligation. The general contractual obligation of life insurance is that you look at a premium that you can afford throughout, if you have a job or not having a job. It is very important for you to look at it very well. My viewers, one thing to understand is a life insurance plan that we sell as a market basically is a solution to a need. The need that you want to solve should first of all be able to be the determinant of the policy that you should buy. Secondly, you must also look at your ability to pay. So in that case, then there is a very discipline in terms of what you must be able to pay and pay consistently. But thirdly, you must also look at, will this policy really meet my needs? So when you're saving 50,000, we are saying after 5 years, you have saved 3 million. So even if the company gives you some bonus, it could be maybe 3.2, 3.4, 3.5 maximum. So the question is, how much does 3.5 million do after 5 years? You realize it's school fees for two terms. But it's good also to look at the provider. And the provider, we are looking at two things. The person selling to you must be able to explain very well the terms and conditions of the policy. We must be able to be very keen how, as a players, we train our distribution teams to make sure they are keen on what they tell the customer. The second thing, which is now actually a regulatory requirement, we call it a key features document. As insurance companies, we are now coming up with a simplified or summarized 1 or 2 pager about the policy. What are those key conditions? What will happen if I don't pay premium? What will happen if I die? What will happen if I want to change? How do I change my beneficiaries? So all those issues, if you lost your job, as you asked earlier on, those things are always captured in there in that KFD or key features document. It's very important after sales service for the insurance company also to do welcome calls, to do a verification calls. Some companies do a call even before they issue the contract. All those are areas which we want to do to encourage our customers. So don't be in a hurry. As you buy your policy, make sure you have understood, because I think it's what will be able to cement your relationship and make sure that your dreams are actualized.